It's interesting that when you're making films, for example, a Western, you can take a corner of a building and make it into 5 different scenes where no one will recognize it by doing angles different, adding a few, changing a little bit around. You don't need to do like the old studios when they would spend hundreds of thousands of dollars doing sets, maybe for just 1 or 2 scenes. But now everything is done in reality. And if you're clever, you can make a lot out of one little place, like a corner of a house or a lawn or whatever it is. You can make it look like anything. You just have to have imagination. So that I learned. That's one thing I learned a lot in especially in Italy and Spain. Italy mostly, were how to economize, because the films that we used to make were not real expensive films, but they had a lot of action in them. And by listening, then the Italians were very creative, and so I watched them. I watched what they did, and I was able to learn a lot. And I learned one thing which I felt was very important, and that is to have action. You have to establish the person as soon as possible, because let's say you're doing a gladiator film, and they're all of a sudden you're doing a big fight scene, and you kill the other gladiator, but the other gladiator, no one knows who he is because his character hasn't been established. So for the people, it's boring. So you have to you have to love or hate the person, and have feeling. I mean, cinema is feelings. You know, it's good to have a little tear in your eye, or to get pumped up and yay for the hero and everything. So that is very important, I feel. I feel like you don't waste time. Sometimes, even as great and important as music is and everything else, is the story itself. It's building the character up. And of course, it's mean having a good director, because a good director will get a good script and choose the right actors. And I feel that the director is the most important person. I just enjoyed working in all these different countries and knowing the people and learning different attitudes, because even Italy and Spain, sometimes they have completely different ways of thinking or seeing something. Even though they seem so much alike, they're very different. I've worked all over South America and Africa, Far East, Middle East, and I learned it's a wonderful way to meet people and know them, and to be more understanding.